Alive and alert on the north side of the dirt. It is your man D Real coming at you with another Be Real with D Real, where edutainment explains it. Edutaining, edusplaining, about the relationship, I guess you could call it that, between one Cain Marco and Piotr Rasputin, aka Juggernaut and Colossus. There has always been this back and forth about, can Colossus beat Juggernaut? Can Juggernaut beat Colossus? Who win a straight up knockdown drag out fight between these two? You ain't got to do that. You ain't got to do that. Juggernaut will kick Colossus's ass in most, if not all, scenarios. And I'm gonna prove that to you. Only need to prove 2 out of 3, right? Okay, I got you covered. But before we get off into that, let's do what we need to do so we can do what we want to do. Comment, like, subscribe, and share to Be Real with D Real page so that when the material comes out, you get it. If you digging what a brother shoveling, put some dirt in my bucket. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. Why? Because edutainment is what I do. And I'm going to edutain. I'm going to break it down. I'm going to break it down to the very last compound. Well, not the very last compound, but most. Let me shut up. All right. This right here is the first time that Colossus and Juggernaut squared off against each other. And like you might expect, Piotr got his ass whooped. Do I have pictures to prove it? Yeah. Piotr looks like he's getting his butt whooped right there. Matter of fact, he washed that entire group of new X-Men. He had a little help from Black Tom, but if we're being honest, I don't think the outcome of that fight would have been any different, because here you go. That's the final fight between him and the Juggernaut. He got some shots in, Juggernaut got some shots in. But this is the next to the last page in this book. They start swinging, and the walls start coming down. Who's left standing after the walls come down? Juggernaut. And what'd he say? You got guts, kid. I'll give you that. But only one thing matters when you're fighting a Juggernaut, and that's power. And Pete, you ain't got enough of it, bruh. What happens next? What goes on next? Oh, they meet again. And this issue took place way back in 1976, 102. Chris Claremont and Dave Cockrum on the artwork. They met again 8 years later in 84. X-Men 183. And a lot of people remember this book because not only did Colossus get his ass kicked, his teammates watched him get his ass kicked. Why? Because he did Kitty Pryde dirty. During Secret Wars, he went and had, he said he was in love with somebody else. After, well, we ain't going to get into all that. Suffice to say, he got his comeuppance. Not only did he get his comeuppance, y'all, Juggernaut whooped his ass in civilian clothes. And what's the highlight of this fight right here? Juggernaut pulls a column to hit. Piotr pulls a column to hit Juggernaut. Juggernaut pulls the whole damn bar and hits Peter with it. It was just humiliation after humiliation in that fight. Finally, Piotr got some respect. That comic book right there. X-Men 543. During the Fear Itself storyline. Great art by Greg Land, by the way. Also, Piotr his sister Ilyana and his girl Kitty had to go to Sitarak's dimension. For those of you that don't know, Sitarak is the one who powers the Juggernaut, makes him virtually unstoppable. They kind of do some flim-flammery and trick Sitarak into giving Juggernaut some power, and so it takes Juggernaut power to stop a Juggernaut, as we can see. And bottom line, after all that pounding and fighting, the serpent who had Juggernaut under his control just whisked him away. So we never got a decisive win. We were winning, but it wasn't decisive. That's not decisive. I'm pounding you and I'm running with you, but I ain't finished you off. And the serpent pulled the Juggernaut away before we could see what he really would have done. The comic says, oh, he looks like he's losing. But even if he's losing, he still humiliated Peter twice. And the only time that Peter, heck, the X-Men have been able to beat the Juggernaut is through some kind of psionic means. Ain't nobody on the X-Men out pounding the Juggernaut. Ain't nobody on the X-Men out fisticuffing the Juggernaut. Period. He's the Juggernaut. What makes you think? And I know some of y'all are asking, what would they real? Why are you even making this video? Because I always see people online, on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube, talking reckless. Oh, Peter's beating the Juggernaut on the X-Men cartoon. He beat the Juggernaut. Yeah, he needed help then too. There is no scenario in comics or a Deadpool 2, or were we getting ready to bring that one up? Did Colossus need help? That's all I want to say. Did Colossus need help? Hulk got into a fight with the Juggernaut. He didn't need no support. Thor got into a fight with the Juggernaut. He got support. He didn't need it though, but he was getting his butt whooped too. The Juggernaut is a whole problem for most superheroes, for most superhero groups. You want to test how tough you are? Step into the arena with one Kane Marco, aka the Juggernaut. Whosoever touches this gym, and he touched it, bruh, none, no scenario. Give it up. If y'all know of a comic, and the comics are the source material, where the Juggernaut soundly defeats, Colossus soundly defeats the Juggernaut, please run that. Please show that to me. Please make a video, because as far as I know, Piotr's taking an L every damn time. That's it for now, y'all. But fret not, I'll be coming at you with another one of them other ones. And until I do, y'all be good. Be good to each other.